Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jody D.I.A, and of course your girl is here to bring you the tea, to bring you the scoop on all things popping. I have some very interesting information for you today. So if you want to see how you can melt, finesse, and blend that lace to your skin, then you better keep watching. So I don't know why I don't have a before picture. I just have a little clip that I posted on Instagram with how the wig looked, and this is an old wig transformation. I had purchased this wig from AliExpress. I'm going to try to see if I can find the vendor, but I don't remember the vendor. I'm going to look to see if I can find the vendor. And this is how the unit is looking. As you can see, the lace is extremely white, so this is not even light, this is white pretty much, because this is my skin tone. And then this is how the lace is looking. So I'm trying to transform the lace. So the first thing I'm going to do is just to use my hot comb to just take the flyaways and then just to slick my edges back. And then what I'm going to do is to cut off the excess lace, because as you can see there's a lot of extra lace there. So I'm going to cut it off. I did color this hair, or I did dye this hair black, and I used the Revlon Color Silk Beautiful color, and this is in the color the number 10, which is black, also Noir, also Negro. So this is what I've used. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slick it back, as I said, with the hot comb to take all the flyaways and the baby hairs and everything out of the front. And then I'm going to cut off the excess, because see, look how ugly it looks. I'm going to cut off the excess lace, and then when I do that, I'm going to use my TRUMATCH Lace Conceal and then tint it to my color, style the wig and everything, and then I'll show you guys how it's looking. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is all the extra lace that I took off. As you can see, not a lot, but yeah, just a little goes a long way. This is how the hairline is looking now, and this is before I add the lace tint to it. On the mannequin head, on the dome head, it matches it good, somewhat flawless, because this is white, but still, as you can see guys, it's still way lighter, or much lighter than my actual skin color, and it's not going to give you that flawless melt. So I am going to, you know, just put it on my head just to see how it's looking, and then I'm going to go from there to, you know, try to get it tinted as close as possible to my complexion. So this is the lace on my skin, and as you can see, it's very ugly. If I was to wear it just like this, I would look crazy. You guys would not want to buy a wig from me, because you're going to say, oh my god, look at that lace. Look at this lace. So yeah, I'm gonna add the I'm gonna add the TRUMATCH Lace Conceal now to my brush, and then try to work it in, see if I can get this baby matched to my skin. Use is my TRUMATCH Lace Conceal. So the TRUMATCH Lace Conceal, and what I'm gonna do is to put a couple spray on my brush, and then once I do that, I'm just gonna add it. I personally don't like to directly add the tint to my wig, because sometimes when you do it, it kind of gives it a brown, a color that's, you know, kind of darker than your actual thing. So I don't like to directly apply it, because normally with my Jody D.I.A wigs, as soon as you put the brush on it, or as soon as you start to put it on it, then it starts to change color. As you can see, right here is not looking like over here, so it is working. So what I'm going to do is to add some more spray, and the color I'm using is dark is the color for mine. I know they have tan, I have tan too, and I know they have another shade. I believe they have 4 or 3 shade. So I'm just going to continue to, and I'm on my balcony, so if you hear a lot of wind, it is the wind from outside. I'm in Florida, if you guys didn't know, South Florida, so it's very windy today. And as you can see guys, the more I'm doing it, is the more it's blending into my skin. So I'm just going to continue doing this for a couple more minutes, and then I'll show you guys how it's okay guys. So look at it right now, it's not looking too bad. And what I started doing was just to, you know, bring it closely, spray the tint on it, Don't try this at home, because if you don't know how to handle it, it may be a little too dark for you. So I don't recommend doing it this way. I recommend either holding your wig up and spraying it on it, or doing it on the brush. But yeah, I like how it's looking so far, so good. I don't know where my other elastic band is, and I'm not too worried about the sides, because if it's not going to be center, it's going to be side, and I'm wearing it glueless, as y'all know. So either way, I'm not worried about the sides. And I decided to do it on my balcony so I can give you guys the natural light. So I'm just going to use this elastic band. I'm going to tie my edges down, or tie the edge of the lace down. Not my edges necessarily, because I don't have any. So I'm just doing that now. And then what I'm going to do is to blow dry on warm for maybe a minute, and then see how it blends into the skin. And I'll come back and then show you guys in a minute. Hey guys, so I'm just back. I just finished blow drying the hair. As I said, I know the video is going to be kind of slanted because it's on bicycle handles, because I didn't want to have to go to get the mannequin, not the mannequin head, my tripod stand. So here is the big reveal. Initially, when I did this video, it was gonna be an old wig transformation, but when I saw how bad the lace looked and how good it turned out, I'm like, okay, let me do if the TRUMATCH lace conceal really works, because a lot of people wants to know. They see Alonzo Arnold using it, they see Arrogante using it. It's kind of pricey, so they don't want to really go buy it, and then when they do purchase it, it does not work for them, because remember, most of these stylists use the HD lace or the very thin transparent lace, so the results may vary, or it may be easier to get with their wigs that they're using. So I'm like, you know what, let me turn this into a old wig transformation. And also is the lace, the TRUMATCH lace conceal, really it? Does it really work? So take a look. Here we go. I didn't take this off, so I don't know how it looks, so we will be surprised together. And as I said, I'm on my balcony, so this is natural light, and look at that, guys. Look at the melt. Oh my god. So as you guys can see, the TRUMATCH lace conceal did work. This is glueless, so I don't have anything on it, and you guys saw how it looked before. It looked ridiculous, it looked crazy. So this is how it's looking now. It looks nice. Still doesn't blend as much as my D.I.a wig would, but I give this TRUMATCH lace conceal A, because you guys saw how the lace was looking before. It was looking crazy. It was very light. It was literally white. It matched the dome head, and you can see my skin color to the dome head, it's way off. And look at it now, it's looking nice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna style this wig off camera, and then I'll be back to talk about the TRUMATCH lace conceal and where you can find it. Okay guys, so as you saw from the clip, you saw how ashy the lace was looking. So originally, as I mentioned, the video was supposed to be about how I fixed up this old wig that I haven't worn in a while and brought it back to life. But I'm like, you know what, when I saw how white that lace was looking, and I'm like, that is the perfect opportunity to let you guys know if the TRUMATCH lace conceal is as it's advertised. Because a lot of us go from social media, we go on Instagram and we watch the celebrities, and based on their review, that's what we use to determine, okay, let me see if this product will work, or let me see if this product won't work. So this video definitely shows you that the TRUMATCH lace conceal is not a hack. This video is not sponsored. Of course, they're a big company, and I'm still, you know, so never say never, but this video is not sponsored. I purchased this lace tint with my own money, and this is my honest feedback. As you can see, the lace does not lie, and I did show you how the lace was looking before. I didn't add any makeup, it was just this. So I did show you guys how the lace looked before, and you can see how it's looking after. I did end up having to spray the tint on the lace itself, because as you guys saw, I was spraying it on my brush and then dabbing it on it, and it was taking longer than expected. Normally, working with my D.I.a wigs, that's what I do, and literally within a couple seconds, then it's blended, or it's matching the skin tone that I'm trying to achieve. Now with this lace, with it being so white, as you saw from the original video, it did take some time, and it was taking too much time. So I decided, you know what, let me just spray it on it and then melt it. You did see me use the elastic band and then went under the blow dryer. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be used. I did not see anything saying here, you know, how to use it. It says to let it air dry for best result, but I did not air dry mine. I just used my elastic band to tie it down, and then I went ahead and just blow dried it on warm. And then as you see, or as you saw from that video, it was literally melted. So I can say yes, the TRUMATCH Lace Conceal is a plus, is a must, is a go buy. I for one don't like to use concealer because I think that tends to be messy. It has a lot of buildup, and over time it just looks nasty to me. Everybody has their preference, everybody has their own opinion. So for me, I like using lace tint because it just gives you a cleaner outcome versus the concealer. The two colors that I mainly use, I have the tan and then I have the dark. The dark is what fits my complexion perfect, and my daughter is a little darker than me and it fits her too. The tan is what I use on lighter skin tone, so like my niece Tia, or with Shan, my other niece Shan, I kind of mix them both. So you can play with them both to see how well it works for you. I know they have another color too, but when purchasing these, because as you guys know, I do have my wig line, for a lot of customers, they do ask me to tint it for them, which I always tell you it's not going to be 100% match, because remember, you're not right in front of me, so I can see what, you know, tint goes best with your skin tone. But I try my best to tint it as close as possible. And I always play with these two colors, or I do either or. So for me, as I just said, the lace, the TRUMATCH Lace Conceal works wonders. That is all I use on my personal lace. That's what I use on my customers' lace. I don't use foundation. I will use a little concealer. Like today, I had to use a little concealer because the knots were not giving. So I had to put a little concealer on it just to brighten up my parts a little bit. But as far as tinting goes, I don't use a concealer to tint. Nothing is wrong if you decide to go that route, but for me, I don't like to use it. I like to use this. I've tried a couple, let me tell you, I've tried a lot of lace tints until I reached to this. I used to use the She's Balm. It's a foaming tint. It worked, but it was not for me. I used to use this other lace overlay that worked then, but then as time progressed, or as time went by, I started to want more because it was not giving me that melt. I used to use a Hair by Erica J lace tint. That is good, but as I said, you know, this is it for me. I like using that, and who knows, maybe something else will come out and I'll try to use something else and I may love that other product more than this. But for now, the TRUMATCH Lace Conceal, it is my go-to. It's my #1 lace tint. Trust me, you won't regret it. On their website, they do have like a map or a chart that shows you the different complexions, because that's what I used to determine what was best for me. They do have displays of different models and so forth, so you can like watch those videos and see which one works for you. As I said, my complexion is dark, and then I tend to use the tan for light skin, and then like a middle shade between light and dark, I mix them both. So I'll use one dab of the dark and one dab of the tan to kind of bring it together. So you can definitely go out. I'll be adding their Instagram in the comment section, so if anybody's interested, you can go over to TRUMATCH Lace Conceal on Instagram and purchase from them, and then you can see the results for yourself. If you do purchase it, or if you have already purchased and it's not working for you, send me a message, give comment on this video so I can know why it's not working for you, or if I have any tips to provide what you can do to make it work for you, I'll definitely provide that. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and guys, hit that subscription button. Please, I'm begging you, subscribe to my channel. I want to reach 2,000 so bad, and I'm close, but I'm not there yet. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course hit that notification bell so whenever I make a video, you'll be the first to know. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support, and see you next time.